It's good to see you. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the VIP lounge. Come on in. Make yourself comfortable. Gonna have a delicious day, a delicious session here in the VIP lounge for you. So thank you for participating. Come on in. Beautiful. So giving a moment for a couple people to connect on audio, to get tuned in, settled in, gifting ourselves with this moment for ourselves. Beautiful. It's going to be a fun one. We get to actually do some reading today, but I'll tell you all about that in a moment. So we're settling in. Hello. 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 Okay. So welcome to the VIP Lounge. VIP standing for Vital Illuminated Person. This is our place to gather in divine intention and to also receive sacred support as we seek to heal within and enhance our own intuitive abilities. The VIP Lounge series is the perfect complement to our Academy for the Soul healing series. So it's just a beautiful thing. So it is a pure delight to be here with you in this moment, including on the replay. And as always, the replay are just as effective as being live and in person, with the exception of having reading done, and that's okay. So the fact that you are here in this moment is absolute perfect timing. I'm Heidi Sue. I am one of the Academy Master Teachers, and I am here with Carrie Kizek, who is maintaining the controls for the VIP Lounge. So thank you so much, Carrie. She is also an Academy Master Teacher, and the two of us, we specialize in the heart. So it's just a really neat thing. But as with other Academy Master Teachers, we all have unique specialties within ourselves, our own unique special gifts. And today I'm here with Teresa. Hi, Teresa. Yeah. So Teresa is also an Academy, she is a certified intuitive strategist with the Academy for the Soul. And allow me to introduce to you Teresa with her bio. And it's a very brief bio. We're just getting to know Teresa. You may have heard of her before, or you may not have, but we warmly introduce Teresa to you. So as a young girl, a very young girl, Teresa K was gratefully blessed with a full-on illumination experience of unity consciousness, which she called brilliance. What a beautiful word, brilliance. She had bilocated numerous times and physically time traveled as well. Intriguing. One of her specialties is doing divine cellular stars illumination. Teresa brings a high frequency light blessing of truth and love into your physical body for a whole body halo effect, kind of like a transfiguration experience. She is a certified intuitive strategist through the Academy for the Soul, and she shares her deep connection with grace, the angels and the archangels, and especially connected with archangels Michael, Metatron, Zadkiel, and the elementals. So welcome, Teresa. It's good to have you here.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Heidi. Thank you so much. And hello, everybody.
So I am intrigued with the title of your topic today about let's brighten up your inner starlight. Well, that just has me all wondering, but I'm curious. tell us more. What is it? What is that inner starlight? What is that? How do you describe that?
Of course, I'm not going to go into the scientific aspects of it, like biophotons and all that kind of epigenetic stuff, but essentially, there's this inner star within each and every one of our cells. It's like a powerhouse that is not always tapped into, right? It's kind of dormant. Again, kind of like epigenetics, the potential is always there, but we can up or down regulate it. And we were wanting to up regulate those inner stars so you have access to all of you. That's possible in accordance with divine will and your higher self, of course, right? You can almost think of it as being analogous to using a little more of your brain than before, right? So, what we would do is help buff up the stars, turn the volume up on them so you could feel your own inner light, your grace. And that can lead to just beautiful places.
I love that you acknowledge the fact that every single one of us has a star light within us. And so, what is fueling that star within us? Where does that light come from?
Simply put, it comes from the divine. Everything is created with the same stuff, the same energy, right? Whether it is a tree or a rock or my little dog or ourselves, right? We all have this, and some people call it like chi or prana. And but with me, the divine aspect is that pure, like brilliance, like during that brilliance experience I had that started when I was young and kept happening as I went through the years. So it's what connects us all in this glorious web of light. And we could either be with it, connecting with it, ideally consciously, or maybe we don't realize our inner genius and full potentials.
So, it's intriguing to me that you mentioned let's brighten up our inner starlight. So that gives you the idea that it might be dull. I mean, isn't it always shining bright? I mean, if it's coming from the divine, isn't it always unfiltered within us? How does
Well,
that work?
right. Yes, or else it's here or we wouldn't be alive, right? For one thing, but we are the ones that put up the filters, Heidi Sue, right?
Oh,
We are the ones that don't even realize it's a possibility. Maybe there's some aspects in our past that are blocking the light from coming through, like, oh, it's best if I play small, or not wanting to raise your profile or shine too brightly for all sorts of reasons, right? It's essentially a type of energy starvation to not have access to this because it's not a full conscious connection tapped in with the flow of the energy. Like you see Tai Chi masters and all that, they help create it, but the energy is already within them. Everything we need in this life, we already brought with us, right? So this is, when we don't have that fully on, it's like a disconnection from ourselves, our higher self, and the bridge to the divine, because we're not fully connecting with what could be available. We're maybe not thriving. It's like, oh, I'm okay, I'm doing fine, kind of lackadaisical, and just sort of putting your head down, going along with minimal effort. And it's almost like life is living you instead of you taking sovereignty and charge and direction over your life, switching from fate to your own chosen destiny.
that makes perfect sense. I mean, how many times we have noticed others or we ourselves might be on autopilot or just,
Oh,
unconsciously operating and life and having life come at us instead of us being like, okay, I'm here, I'm ready. What, how can I be of service? And so you had hinted the idea of playing small or just not being our full potential. What are some other ways that someone might recognize that they're blocking themselves from receiving that divine light?
Right. And there are many, and it's kind of hard to say because we're each kind of unique in our design and what we came here, let alone what we came here to, look at karmically. Essentially, the feeling would be maybe feeling a little dull, a little stagnant, like lacking inspiration, a feeling of disconnection within yourself and with your environment, maybe not feeling like you're a little out of place perhaps, or you don't know your place, or you're cast adrift, feeling a little lost. Like commonly, we hear, of course, what is my purpose for being here? What is my earth mission? And it's stuff like that that could keep us feeling separate, moving into separation consciousness, feeling alone. So, therefore, we feel less than. We might not feel worthy of whatever blessings may come. And we could unconsciously be blocking the good that comes to us, right? Because there's all these parts that are woven into the makeup of who we are, at least in our earth walk, in our earth bodies, right? That can seriously color and dampen down our full vibrancy, right? You might notice it. Some people are charismatic, maybe some people not quite as much, right? And all of this is breeding grounds for like fears and unsatisfying relationships, lack of abundance, and even health and wellness, right? So if any of this lands with anyone here today or the listeners down the road, hopefully you'll get some insight and we can brighten up your stars.
So that's just absolutely brilliant. And there's a part of me, resonating like, oh, you get me. And oh, can you brighten my light? And so once I have my light brightened, that means I may have clarity around what is my purpose for being here or what is my next move or increased abundance. Is that what you're saying? That the increased light would help with all of those?
Yeah, it's like walking in a dark room and walking into a room and turning on the light. Suddenly there is so much more apparent, so much more happening that you might not have even realized, right? And some beautiful things. Um, Now, when we do the readings, we'll be identifying specifically for people what that could be for them. But the benefits can be hard to predict. I know with clients, they feel pain relief, release of emotional turmoil and mental tension. They definitely feel a sense of improved self worth, self connection, and they trust themselves more because they're moving into alignment with who they are. It's like, when you feel angel bumps or like little goosebumps, that for me is when we align our truth, like Teresa, higher self soul with the divine, and it just comes down and it's like, ooh, right? So that's sort of a little something that might, be kind of right there. The big takeaways from this are a real revitalization of your light bridge between you and creator creatrix. It opens you up to a more expanded and elevated sense of self so you can experience yourself as divine, as joy, as love, and you can actualize your star beingness, those hidden latent light codes within you, and whatever may flower from that, right? And of course, you will feel more confident and much more capable of reaching for the stars to enable to capture your dreams, what you want, and they're your stars you're reaching for, right? And it helps you connect with your best and highest timeline because it helps loosen up the ties that keep you bound to some things that maybe you're working on, and we all have stuff we're working on. No blame. Karma is just unfinished lessons, right? And that's why Rumi says, what is it now? The wound is where the light enters you. Totally true. Oh, angel bumps, you see, perennial truths, right? And you know what? This could be your favorite life. So let's turn our direction in that way.
So I love the idea that, connecting with you one-on-one would really help all of us, get into that more of that light path. I am especially tantalized by the fact that you are willing to offer mini readings on this session right now for each individual and then a group process for us.
Right.
Is that something? Okay, great.
Absolutely. And you know what? I just like everybody to know they don't have to get a group reading if they don't want to. The benefit is helpful.
Mhm.
But when we do the process, we will be doing a clearing anyways, based on what your higher self believes is the most important. Okay. So you will still get a benefit, even if you don't get a reading or you choose not to, or even if that doesn't quite land with you, just rest assured your higher self knows exactly what to do. Yeah.
Great. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay. So I put in the chat box the question to ask Teresa if you would like your own reading in this moment. So go ahead and raise your hand. If you are on the Zoom call, down at the bottom is an option to raise hand. If you're not seeing it, it's under participant. No, it's not under there. It's under, where is it? React. It's under
Yeah.
reaction. Yeah, I've got the light. Clarity, reaction, and then there's a button to raise hand. Okay, and then the question to ask, once again, is where is the breakdown of my energy for receiving illumination? So the first person I see with their hand raised on my screen is Kathy. All right, so Kathy, I am unmuting you now. Does it let me unmute you? I don't know.
Hello.
Okay, there you go. Are you unmuted?
Can you hear me?
Take
Hi.
it away.
Thank you very much. Hi. Yes, I would like to know where my breakdown is in my energy for receiving the illumination at this point.
Right, exactly. And welcome, Kathy. Thank you for
Thank
joining us today. What they're showing me is that there's a bit of a tendency for you to give your, like, almost overgive or give your energies out to people without always doing the balancing reciprocal thing of like nurturing yourself. I'm not saying you don't nurture yourself, of course, right?
you.
But there's just, maybe it's just keep putting this energy back into yourself would be helpful. Okay. And that's because of many lifetimes of being on the path of service. So it's like your set point, right? Oh, of course I'm going to help people. It's naturally woven in to your personality to step up and be there for people. And what I'm suggesting is it's time for you to receive as well, even more than you already are.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, that was beautiful. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Teresa. Okay, and then the next person is Gina. So that is unmute Gina.
There you
Are
go.
you? There we go. Okay.
Hello, hello. I would like to know where is the breakdown of my energy for receiving illumination?
All right. Hi, Gina. Good morning
Hello.
or good afternoon. See. There's a little bit of gap. I see a lot of light within you and a whole lot more that's just within reach, but there's a little bit of gap. It's almost like a hesitancy, but just know that you already are there. Okay. It's just reaching across the table and, getting your drink of water. or taking one more step as you're walking. So essentially, it's a little bit of mistrust, like, you know, am I ready? Is this kind of like okay? And so it's actually showing you how good and how much progress you really have made, and just trusting yourself that everything is lining up in the universe for you, and you are so ready for all of this. Okay?
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that, Gina. Thank you, Teresa. Okay, next person. I have asked to unmute you. Take
Hey.
it away.
Hey, there he is.
Hey,
How you doing, ladies? Good to see you. Great day. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
So what's the breakdown of my energy for receiving illumination?
Right. Do I see your name is Glenn? Is that correct?
Yes,
Yeah. Hi, Glenn. Teresa here.
that was my ex-wife's name. Oh,
Ah, there we go. Kismet. Okay, let's just have a look here. What I see is not necessarily a breakdown of energy with you, Glenn, but it's more like it pulses. It's not consistent. It's always there. It's always present, but it's like super bright. And if you think your best years are behind you, I trust that you know they're not, right? And so it's just sort of like super bright and then goes down a little bit and super bright. So there's an ebb and a flow. And, maybe that works for you, but this is just what's coming up and being shown to me now. Okay. Maybe it's just establishing a little more consistency with it, is all.
yeah, I noticed that. Sometimes I'm really, really high and loving everything, and I can just feel a part of it all. And then other times I don't. I just get out of it for a while. I
Yeah.
wish I'd stay there more often, so I'm working on it as much as I can, I guess.
Right, exactly. And you're in good company. We can all do that based on what's going around and working on it. I hear you.
Mm.
It may be helpful to think about it as surrendering to it, not to the inconsistency, just laying back and letting it come to you, right? More in observer mode.
Right on.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Glenn. Thank you.
beautiful. Thank you, Glenn. Okay, the next person for the reading, I am unmuting you now. And I see the name as Candor, but I'm not sure. Is that your formal name?
Yes, candor.
Candor. Thank you, Candor. Thank you for correcting me. It is important that I say people's names accurately, kind of like recognizing it's your heart as opposed to someone else's heart within you. Okay, so Candor and Teresa, go ahead and take it away.
Hello, Teresa. Good afternoon.
Hi, Candor. Good afternoon. Would you like a mini reading to help inform?
Where is the breakdown of my energy that is stopping me from receiving the illumination?
Right. Okay. Thank you for that. What they're showing me is that there is with you that tendency to play small. And I think it stems from something earlier in life where it was just best and almost safer to kind of play small and not be so visible to those around you. Right. Um,
Mm.
and so that's almost been like your set point for your comfort zone, right? Like where you're comfortable, where it feels safe and all that. So there could be feelings of like insecurity or, you know, not feeling safe out there. And of course, the way to increase feeling safe and secure is to feel that ourselves. Out there, there could maybe be nowhere safe, but there is in here. We could take the responsibility to create the safety within us, build up our own inner lights. And so whatever might be out there won't, impinge upon us or influence us as much. Alrighty?
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You, Candor. Okay, and so now Let's see, does anyone else want to raise their hand and have a reading? Anyone else? I thought I saw two other hands, so Trace, Kathy, no one? Okay. So, Teresa, tell us a little more about these readings and then guide us. So now that we have this reading, this understanding where the blocks are, what do we do with that?
Right. Well, a fabulous first step is showing up here today, showing up for yourself. Even little steps like that can help, turn up the brilliance of your own inner light, because it's reaffirming you, it's positive self-care, it's loving yourself and knowing that you are worthy, and that you, like all of us, have so much to learn and develop. It's not like we ever get anywhere. What we can do is embrace the correct supports at the right time that come to us in order to help us as we evolve on our journey. And some of it is synchronicity. Like, I don't know, most of you people. That doesn't matter. That's just that having that trust in the mysterious universe, the great mystery, which is truly mysterious, right? So there's things that we could do, like receiving readings with an open heart and just proceeding from there. And it can sometimes be like a leap of faith, whatever I say. Um, but ultimately, the truth is within you, and that needs to be reinforced over and over again when I'm sharing. I could share something, but it's not that it's not correct, but what is most relevant for you now, right? You are the one that decides your reality. So let's increase that, your inner light, your sovereignty within. So you could do what I do, right? I'm not special. I just maybe put time and energy into it is all. And I too reached out and I got a lot of help and a lot of healing because I needed it, right? So you're already doing what you're supposed to be doing. So it's just going with the flow and going easy and just allow yourself to embrace kind of what comes down the pipes and just take inspired action from there.
Fantastic. Thank you for that. And thank you for inspiring us and to just keep going in spite of whatever information we might receive within ourselves. That whole idea of grace, faith, and courageousness. And thank you for encouraging us to keep going, Teresa. So I would like to unmute Trace, and I'm not seeing, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to unmute Trace, and I believe he would like a reading. So go ahead and take it away.
Hello, I'm Trace, which is short for Tracy, and forgive me, I'm a little bit sleepy. I'm in a different time zone, so I know there's a specific question that's been you want to asked of the community, which is very dear. So please forgive me. I'm not sure exactly what the question is, but you can kind of, given your abilities, you can just kind of tap into people. So if you don't mind and forgive me, uh, what might that be in my regard? And then hello to the rest of the people online and the community. Thank you so much.
Oh, Tracy, our pleasure. Truly, this is our happy place, right? And that's totally fine. Essentially, the question was about identifying what blocks you may have within you to receiving the illumination of divine light. All right. So I will just tune in. Just give me a moment, please. What this is symbolic, what they're showing me is, breathing. We usually, inhale, exhale, go over and over again. But there just comes a point where you just stop. Right? where, and then you go back to the beginning again. So it's sort of repeating, inhaling and then inhale again. Now that's very symbolic, but that's what they're showing me. So it's essentially the suggestion is there could be a block about engaging with dynamic flow, like in breath, I am, and out breath, my breath. Just do the fourfold breathing like that. That will help you in your day-to-day reality instead of having to take one step and look and check, did I do it right? Okay, safe to proceed. Step 2, it's almost like micromanaging yourself a little bit, right? Instead of sitting back and just taking in the big picture and just recognizing all the beauty that is within and around you. Okay, Tracy? Trace?
Yes, thank you. And just a quick comment. It's funny because I like to think I have this big picture to have the breath of life. But then when I engage with someone like you, I kind of get busted to go, yes, but yes, but yes. How much am I doing exactly what you said, micromanaging, and then as a healer, and actually a doctor, projecting onto other people that they're micromanaging, and just let go and take a deep breath. So thank you for reminding me to own my own self about it. And I won't say anything more. And thank you for being here and for all the other, like the community online today.
Okay, yeah, and you're welcome, Trace. And you're just thank you for your service. You're just wanting to get it right. You're not wanting to cause harm. So there's nothing wrong with that, of course. It's just allowing it to flow in a more easy, organic for you. Okay. So is that the last one then, Heidi Sue? Oh, no, there's one more.
It is not the last one, and so thank you, Trace, for that. Thank you, Teresa, and that is a very good insight. The idea of harmonious productivity comes through. So it's like the harmony, allowing the productivity to happen in a harmonious unfolding. So Kathy, I am gonna ask you to unmute.
Hello,
Okay,
ladies.
here we go.
Hi. I came in late and couldn't find the hand raise button. It's like, okay. I would like a reading if you would, please.
Of course. Of course, Kathy. Just please give me a moment.
Mm. Mm.
Interesting, Kathy. It seems to be that you did at one point in a past life, if I may speak in those terms, be connected with the light a lot, but there was something that kind of after that, it's almost like, okay, the party's done. Now I'm alone and it's kind of quiet and I feel alone and all that. It's like it's not keeping that continuation going from that life onto the life that you're living now, right? I think you just need like a little start, right? Just to reconnect with the past life you had that can help mine these positive confidence of being able to connect with divine light. And of course, I'm not saying you're not, and I'm not saying no one here is by any way, shape, or mean. Because you were very connected and maybe you thought that was your best life, but this can be your best life too, right? So it's not resting on our laurels. It's keeping our momentum going and our soul evolving. And sometimes we have to slow down in order to speed up. That's totally fine, right? But that's the invitation for you to consider today, Kathy, okay?
Okay. I'll try to figure that one out. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for all of you for your courageousness to stepping up and for that moment of vulnerability to have the reading. And I don't know about you, but I noticed that when Teresa was tuning in and then comes up and the first word she says is, "Oh, that's interesting." So I think that's very like, okay, here we go. So, oh, that was just beautiful, Teresa. So help us. What are we doing next now, Teresa?
Right, absolutely. Now, I'd like to open up sacred space with everybody, guide us into a nice state of, we'll share what we're going to be doing, guide us into a nice state of stability. We'll call in the archangels to a little bit of clearing on what we talked about, or wherever higher self wants to direct it, whether you are consciously focusing on not, does not matter. Okay. And then once that is done, we will do the illumination part and fill you up with divine light energies that will just light up your entire body. Like you said, Heidi Sue, like a whole body halo. Okay. And then, close with a prayer of gratitude. Okay. So I'm just going to look and see where we are with time. So we have about 15 minutes or so. How does that sound? Is that okay? Okay, wonderful. So just be comfortable. Allow the chair to do its job, which is to support you. And you could have your eyes opened or closed, whatever feels good for you. We are going to start with a dedication of merit, which is a way of sharing the blessings like an undirected prayer to all those that maybe don't have the benefit of being here and with us today in this sacred container. So we set the clear intention that whatever benefit is gained from the session today is dedicated to all beings' greatest good, liberation, health, and well being. May this practice create a light that reaches out to all of our relations, and so it is. And let us all pray in our own guides, angels, and high level beings of love, light, service, and power. We call upon you now to support and guide us as we share the sacred time together during our divine cellular stars illumination. Thank you, Creator, Creatrix, for allowing us to be part of and one with you. We also extend our gratitude to the heart of Gaia for the planet we call home. I declare the sacred space is open. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, today, we are returning you to your whole and original state of being as created by the divine, or as much as we can during this little taster. You will be fully supported as you are guided into a state of divine illumination and enlightenment, so you can shine brightly as the stars and the sun as you truly are. And for you today, this is well summed up with the Sanskrit word for blessing, which is darshan, which means seen and being seen by the divine. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. And because we are already attuned to the numinous harmonic unity of the universe, we can retune ourselves, our instruments, to awaken the light of our inner stars, following the light trails home, from our home to Creator and back home again. Remembering your light is the light of the divine, so you too are divine. And today we are going to reawaken that memory of experiencing this is who you are, who you've always been, and who you always will be. And once you're properly prepared, we will grace you with a pure, radiant luminosity of the divine, and we will access these high vibrational frequencies and create positive and powerful, potent shifts for you, and you will experience yourself as sacred light. You can discover and unlock new treasures and special gifts and know yourself as divinity. Know yourself as creator, creatrix. Not only are you a fractal, a hologram of yourself, of your higher self and your soul, but of Source itself. Okay, and now we're going to get into the state of stability and just call all of your attention and awareness from wherever it may be back towards you. Remember, you're finding your breath throughout this process, calling the energy down and inside your body to a space below your eyebrows, behind your eyes, and down inside a column of light just in front of your spine. Bring in the energy into the base of your spine and into your hips and down into your legs and your feet, and allow that to expand throughout your entire body. So all of your energy is available to you now. And now I want you to ground your energy, and you could imagine putting magnets on the bottom of your feet, and as well place your attention at the base of your spine, and you can imagine you're forming a connection there for your grounding cord. Make it really strong and send down your grounding cord of light all the way down to the center of the planet with a high vibrational crystal ball there. And as we do so, we offer a devotional prayer to Mother Earth, to Pachamama, and share with her your love, gratitude, appreciation for our home and all her blessings. And Gaia hears and accepts your prayer and sends you her love and gratitude in return, which echoes back up your grounding cord, up into your body, bathing you from the inside out with her divine feminine blessings. And now move your awareness up from the base of your spine, up and out your crown chakra, stretching up to Father Sun, Father Sky. Bring in another devotional prayer of gratitude to Father Sun for all of the support, light, warmth, oneness, freedom, and life-giving gifts. And Father Sun hears and accepts your prayer and sends his blessings, which cascade down within you and all around you. Harmoniously, these energies are all merging, divine masculine, divine feminine, and your energies. Now finding your breath once more. Take a few nice breaths, maybe exhaling a little longer than your inhales. Now imagine dropping your awareness from your mind down towards your heart, and just imagine your breath is flowing in and out of your heart or chest area, breathing a little slower than usual. Just find an easy rhythm that is comfortable. And coming into that state of coherence and congruency, aligned with universal flow, the divine, and your higher self in the sacred space of the heart. Now we're just going to put up a vortex spinning counterclockwise around the outside of each of your auras and the group as a whole for those who join us later on, created out of air elementals, and they're going to be creating a vortex vacuum spinning counterclockwise around its little tail going into that high vibrational crystalline ball of light, and any energies that you no longer need, that no longer serve you, will easily and effectively be vacuumed down and away from you, and Gaia, Mother Earth, will repurpose it as she sees fit. Okay, so we're going to turn on the vortex vacuum on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, turn on. There we go. Okay, everyone's doing great, wonderful. Now we're going to circle up the angels, so angels circle up. And we call upon, invoke, and call upon Archangel Michael. Please create a safe, sacred container for us today, a sacred container of protection, and we welcome you in, breathing in your soothing, comforting, divine protection. Welcome, Archangel Michael. And now we call upon the grace of Archangel Zadkiel, the keeper of the violet flame, to assist us today, transmuting and purifying anything that from the past that requires mercy, forgiveness, love, and compassion. Welcome, Archangel Zadkiel. Now invoking Archangel Metatron, angel of ascension, sacred geometry, and he that is beyond time and space, we call upon your radiant presence and your sacred sacred cube or the process of illumination, please hold this container with the highest vibrational energy and then infuse us with the purest, highest, blessed, and most loving radiant light. We accept this healing and illumination for all of us for full integration on all of levels of existence. Please activate and spin your Metatron's cube now. And we ask you begin to clear and repair the breakdown of energy here. And everyone, you could imagine this shimmering cube is going deep within you into your cellular structure, clearing any density, energetic misalignments, distortions, disconnections, directing what is out of balance, purifying them with your radiant light. And you can feel this is very deeply healing to the cells, their memories, and anything and everything connected with that. So just take a moment and see how this is going. Very good. I could see so much lightening up happening already. You all are so divinely timed to be here. So happy. You light up, we light up as well. So just a little more there. Okay. And now this clearing extends out into your aura as well. Because there can be, stains and all sorts of things. Let's expand this out to clear our aura and even our light bodies. And as we come to completion, your body is now prepared and your entire energetic field is ready. Archangel Metatron, we are so grateful that you've helped us with the clearing here. And we ask your sacred cube to illuminate the cells that we have just prepared and restructure their cellular matrix and bring in the highest vibrational light possible. And as we continue, please keep restructuring and expanding divine light. So and we begin. Our lives are a ceremony, and every breath is a prayer, igniting the loving and healing energy of your inner stardust, your inner divine cosmos, and your great central sun. And allow your imagination to help you sense the light waves rippling throughout you and spiraling deeply into all of your cells, your DNA, your RNA, and all the spaces in between. Each cell has a star, and we are wakening up all of these stars within you, and the stardust that went into your manifestation welcomes the light, activating the light codes for your best and highest timeline expression, awakening your cosmic connection consciousness with Creator Creatrix, reigniting your soul's grace with unique spiritual gifts of extraordinary power to be used in sacred service. The light continues to spread throughout your cells, your tissues, into your organs and every bodily system, and you are drinking in the light as a thirsty flower soaks up the water. And you can feel it rejuvenate and refresh your entire being, almost like little light switches are being turned on inside of you, tickling open the very stars that created you as you are being supported by the angelic realms, enriching every area of your life. Okay. Connecting you with your inner warmth and luminosity, radiance and love. Feel the grace, gratitude, and love effortlessly dawning within as serenity, tranquility, and peace. You are gratitude, loving kindness, compassion, harmony, joy, equality, prosperity, and abundance. When your songs are singing a song of devotion as your vibrations are retuned to the song of the universes, and so it is as you dance with the light waves between the essences of all things visible and invisible. Let the light of your soul shine as brilliance. as 1,000 crystal swans in a sky of sun, breathing with the oneness of celestial light on all space-time realities, dimensions, galactics, and parallels. Now fill up your aura and your energy bodies. And as you evolve in consciousness, so will your light body as you unlock your gifts within and without. And let your luminosity expand as you expand with it. You are light. You honor and see everything as light and everything is perfect. You are remembering your connection with Creator, Creatrix, and experiencing yourself as Source. You are so precious, so unique, and are loved unconditionally, just as this part of you loves unconditionally. And remember, you are never alone within these glorious webs of light that we all co create. Remembering the truth that you were made to shine as the brilliant sun you already are, you truly are, and as guidance and hope for yourself and for everyone. And just like a phoenix rising from the ashes, you are heralding a bright new dawn, shining as 1,000 crystal swans in a sky of sun. Now, as your ceremony is completing, go forth lovingly, with kindness. Give back by being a vessel of the divine for the divine, and you walk in the light as you live in the light as the light. Nurture your inner state of grace as you are guided and inspired by me, because what you feed grows. Stay positive, focused, centered, and aligned with your spiritual truth. I know that as you illuminate and enlighten your life, you also illuminate and enlighten the entirety of creation, and we thank you for that service. For as you open and illuminate your heart opens and illuminates all the hearts in the world. Okay, for me, check in for a moment here and take another sip of my tea. Just in. Nice. When I do this, I see everything as little points of light. I want to make sure, there we go, that that's online, that that's happening. There we go. Now it is time to gently reorient to the room you are in, and you could rub your hands together a bit, getting some warmth, and place them over your eyes. And then you can slowly open your eyes and bring that felt sense of enlightenment and illumination. Divine light seeds are being rebirthed within you, allowing a new way of being that is going to guide, inspire, uplift, and support you in moving forward with honor, dignity, and love. And by the law of grace and for the best and highest good of all beings, so be it, and so it is. And we are done, closing with a short prayer of gratitude. And we would like to thank Spirit, Divine Father, Mother, Creator, Creatrix, the great mystery and grace, the web of light, our higher selves, archangels Michael, Zadkiel, Metatron, the archangels, all the angels, our guides, our wise one teams, our spirit councils, the elders, the earthly ancestors, and our star families, the ascended masters, the master teachers, the medicine people, the four winds and the six directions, the elements and elementals. Thank you, Ether and Akash, and the loving spirits of the land. Thank you, animal, plant, and mineral kingdoms, fairies, and other subtle beings and energies that we don't even know about who are lovingly supporting us. and of course, all high level beings of love, light, service, and power. We thank you for this precious, sacred time together for healing and illumination as we align ourselves with the best and highest timelines for ourselves and for all, with hearts full of gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, and so it is, and we are done.
That was delicious. Oh my goodness, Teresa Clan. You intrigued me. I think it's safe to say you intrigued all of us. There's some heart popping up. Thank you. Oh, tantalizing. I am definitely going to be following your name, Teresa Clan, to see what kinds of offerings you have in the future. If this was a brief introduction in a group process, I can only imagine what deliciousness of brilliance would come through with a one-on-one session with you.
No,
Thank you for sharing that little piece of yourself with us today in the VIP lounge. Oh, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for participating in the VIP lounge. Thank you to Crystal Hughes and the Academy for the Soul. Be sure to tune in on the next VIP lounge featuring our brilliant Carrie and her crystal bowls. If you have not yet experienced Carrie's crystal bowls, you are in for a true, exquisite, whole being experience. And of course, I'm saying that in this moment, feeling completely immersed with Teresa Clan, beautiful, brilliant infusion. So thank you. What an amazing gift the VIP lounge is for all of us. And with that, go forth and shine your brilliant light, radiate your true self, and light up the world around you. Bye-bye for now.